So, Dr. Mathebula, today we are going to speak about matters of the heart, but how women actually go through relationship challenges.
Yeah,
Yeah, because remember we said males when they go through it, we go into a cave and we quiet and we don't really speak. We Mars and they Venus, two different entities. We're not really caring about a lot of things. We more about the solution will come out. Let me be quiet. Leave me till my brain is free.
yeah. Thank you, Vision. I think the trigger for today's program was the lady who passed on, Mrs. Shelly Maluleke. She used to be our ardent listener. And then after she listened to our talk about men going into the cave when they have to sort out the problems, she suggested that we should also address women. How do they cope with challenges? Unfortunately, she was laid to rest on Wednesday, and may her soul rest in peace. And we thought it
Yes.
prudent that we should dedicate this show today to her because of her suggestion.
Yes, I think we should. R.I.P. to her and condolences to her family and loved ones.
Yeah, thanks.
So as she asked you to talk about women and how they face challenges, this is going to be pretty interesting. As a young man, I feel as if this is going to give me an advantage,
Yeah,
and I'm ready to use it. So I see the first part is ladies are different from guys. They don't mind talking about the situation they in.
yeah, Vision. I think it's a very good question, and I'm glad you brought it up. As opposed to men, as we said, men go into a cave when they have to deal with their own challenges.
Yes.
And then, as you know, that men are from Mars and women are from Venus. We are from different planets, but we are equal. You know, you can't say that men are better than women or women are better than men. We are equal, but we are coming from different planets. Firstly, women, they confide in each other.
Mm.
In other words, they do not shut down like men. Like with us, we shut down and we go through total shutdown and go into the cave. And then women talk to each other about their pain. And women naturally know that a hidden wound cannot be healed. That's why they discuss with each other whatever bothers them.
Yes.
And on the other side of the coin, men, we actually assume that we can heal in quiet. You have to be quiet in order for you to heal.
Mm.
And then I still remember in the township when I grew up that our mothers were separated by a fence, but they would still exchange messages on daily basis. Things that bothered them. You know,
Yes. True.
and then women know that confiding in others allays pain. You know, that's why you literally find that there are some churches where women meet either on Thursday or on Wednesday, and that's a forum where they can cast their burdens onto other women, where they can talk about their challenges. And I think it does an added benefit. And
Mm.
men, as we know, you go to into a cave, and at times you don't even talk to other men about what bothers you. It's for this reason you find that most of the men they die of strokes as well as heart attacks
Mm.
because they bottle up. They don't actually talk. Now, women in their planet, they talk, they discuss, and then in the process they heal.
True. So
That's the first thing.
so the danger in this is that when a man is quiet, the woman can't also figure out what the problem is, basically, while she's verbal about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's for her to actually understand that when a man is in a cave, you don't disturb him. You give him an opportunity to heal. Because for a man, a cave it's it's a healing place. It's where he heals. And when you are actually in the process of healing, you don't want anyone to disturb you. But women have to be empowered to understand how to deal with a man who's in the cave.
Yes. And then if a woman is confiding with other women and it's an issue within her relationship with her spouse, does it reach a point where she can come and say the same things that she's saying to another woman to him, so he can note where he's wrong for her, so they can fix that specific issue they're having.
Yeah, Vision, you must actually understand that once you are in a relationship, there's nothing to hide anymore. Whatever is happening in the relationship will
Yes.
be known by other people. For example, if your woman, has got issues with you, she's going to tell other women. In other words, there's no way to hide. You
Mm.
know, issues will be known. I still remember when I was at boarding school, whenever you propose love to a woman, they actually say to you that, well, she'll actually give you an answer tomorrow. You know what happened? She'll go to the hostels and she'll discuss you with other women and say, I met Vision and this is what Vision had to say. And then the women will actually decide as to whether agree to his proposal or
Or
not.
not. True. And the answer would be, yeah, Hosan ke tlo jwetsa Hosan. And then you have to wait. A friend of mine actually said once, when they said to him Hosan, he says, don't make me wait for a no, just tell me now. I thought it was a smart tactic.
Yeah, and I mean, there were some issues of jealousy. You'd actually find that there were some women who fancied you, and they'll actually say to this woman, no, don't agree to his proposal. And then she doesn't agree to your proposal, and you propose love to the other one, and then she agrees to your proposal, and now they start fighting.
Oh, okay, wow. I don't want to say if that has happened or not on air.
Uh,
Yes, sir. And then I see the second part is they let everything out and they speak and they confide with other women. There's a part that says here about a wise man or wise men.
yeah, a wise man would always, for example, if there's something that bothers you, you
Yes,
must actually identify a woman that you can actually confide into,
yes.
and then and say, I'm Vision, this is what I'm going through. What is your view? And that's part of healing. It's a healing process. Wise men do that.
Oh, all right. So can the same woman that assists with the healing or be part of the process of you notifying a woman be the same woman you are in the relationship with?
What's the question, by the way?
My question is the same as you saying a wise man will know which woman to confide in or speak to, right?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Can it still be the same woman he's in the relationship with for that man?
No, I think it's ideal. It's ideal to have a person who's not part of the relationship, who's not emotionally involved. It could be
Mm,
your aunt, it could be a sister, it could be your platonic friend.
yes. And
Yeah,
and I guess that's because there's no emotion in it and it helps better to get their point of view and honest truth within it.
absolutely, absolutely.
All right. This is very interesting actually. And then it says they want someone who can empathize with them when they are in pain, not someone who will give them solutions.
Yeah. Now the problem with us men in our planet, whenever we face such challenges, we give each other solutions.
Yes.
But in the other planet, it doesn't actually work that way. You know, when she has got a problem or when she has got a challenge, you need to empathize with her as opposed to giving her solutions.
Mm.
That's where there's conflict between men and women because we want to give
Solution.
solutions
Yes.
always because in our planet that's how we operate. But sorry, but when we deal with the other planet, we must not actually give solutions. We must empathize with them. We must actually show them. We must actually show them that we understand exactly what they are going through. We need to listen to them without interruption. And the example that I gave, Vision, is that
Yes.
if, for example, a woman comes to you and she says, my child is sick, um, and then from your planet you are going to say, but did you take your child
To the
to the doctor?
doctor. Yes.
That's not what she wants. You know, Uh, she actually wants you to to empathize with her and say, "But how's your child? How are you? Aren't you tired because for the whole night you didn't actually sleep?" That's what she wants. She doesn't
Mm.
actually want because she knows that when a child is sick, you have to take your child to a doctor. That's not what she wants. Now, from our planet. That's what we do. Did you take it to the doctor? Did you take your child to the doctor? That's not what you are not empathizing. You are giving solutions, and that's where women will always resist when you give them solutions to their problems.
So they want someone who first they know the solution. So they want someone who caters around all the other small details. And where we are from, we just want to fix the problem. We don't have time about all the other small details.
Yeah, for example, if she tells you that her mall in her neighborhood has been had been vandalized,
Yes.
you know, and then a typical man will actually ask, "There are no taxis to take you to a mall that is operational." No, that's not what she wants. She wants you to to ask how's she coping, how's she coping with the children, how's she coping with the situation, and how could you help assist her in a current situation. You are
Mm.
not you are not actually giving a solution and saying that, but you can actually, because the mall in Jablan has been burnt down, you can actually go to Maponya. That's not what you want, because she knows exactly where to go, but she wants you
Yes.
to empathize with her.
Oh, yes. True. She wants you to just show caring,
Yeah.
caring affection. And then women also have a way of showing their intention. They tell you what their intention is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they tell you what their intentions are. And then I gave an example of Rachel. Rachel in the Bible told
Yes.
the patriarch Jacob that she wanted a child. And she said, I want a child, or if I don't have a child, I'm going to kill myself. Sarah told Abraham that she wanted Hagar and Ishmael to leave a compound, you know, since she was actually protecting the inheritance of her son Isaac. You know, in other words, they'll actually call a spade, not a silver spoon. They'll tell
Yes.
you exactly their intentions. They'll tell exactly how they feel about the situation.
Yes. And in that regard, that's where we have to note what the intention is and look for the empathy within it while we're listening, if I'm correct.
I couldn't agree with you more. I do agree.
So, do males have that in them to tell the lady what their intention is, or we still spiral and go around the bush?
Yeah, no, we beat about the bush. As I said, they call a spade, not a silver spoon. We go into the cave and we keep quiet there. And
Yes.
then thinking that solutions will actually come to deal with our challenges.
And they just straight to it tell you what is needed and how they want it. Now,
Absolutely.
the last part of women is my favorite. I won't lie. They either sing or listen to music that actually deals with the situation to help them.
Yeah, you see, as you know, vision that music is a universal language through which we express our feelings.
Yes.
You know, at times when they're dealing with their issues, they'll either sing or they'll actually listen to music. And then music is a coping mechanism for women who are in need or who are actually facing challenges.
Yes. And the music in it also has a certain healing component. I believe just like hymns from the Bible, they all had stories, they all had a way to disclose what was happening and even a solution within the song for them.
Yeah, for example, I gave an example, Lekunutung Le Morena.
Yes.
You know, there's this song, Le Morena. People would actually sing that song. Or Kena Le Modisa Ke Tla Be Ke Tlhoka. You know, those songs, they are healing to the soul. When you sing those songs or when you listen to them, your soul just gets healed. It's a healing process.
And it feels comforted by then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow. So, Dr. Mabila Mathebula, I see today there is no vocabulary cabinet, but we have a beautiful quote. This is not the first time I've heard the quote, but I'm happy now that I have the reference of the quote.
Yeah. Yeah, the quote today is that a woman must marry the man who loves her, but never the one she loves.
Mm.
That's the secret of lasting happiness, you know, because normally when a woman marries a woman, a man, you know, whom she loves, it's always a problem. But when she's actually married to a man who loves her, that man will do everything for her.
Yes.
And I think we'll touch on that topic maybe next week when we talk about the nerds and the cool guys. You
Yes,
know,
because I wanted to know what is the dangers of her being with someone who she loves and not the one that loves her.
yeah, because you see, if she's with someone that she loves and then he doesn't love her, it's a problem. But
Mm,
if a man loves her, that woman will actually go the extra mile for her.
yes.
That's why the thing is, you need to marry a man who loves you, not the other way around. Because so many women they end up being hurt. What's about Nika Morata? What's about Morata? She what's about Wednesday so he what's about what? Because why? She loved the man, and the man never loved her. Now she must actually marry a man who loves her. If you marry a man who loves you, you'll go the extra mile for you.
Okay. Wow. This is. I won't lie. Now I know what to do in terms of a situation. If I am told, I'm feeling sick, I shouldn't say go to the doctor. I should say, okay, how did you sleep? How's your temperature? Did you eat? All right. I should know that intentions, which are always told, they always told. I'm noting that. And this is a way also for young men to actually grow and notice certain things to build and conquer in their relationships with their partner.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to understand the planets. As I said, men and women are different but equal.
Yes.
But when we deal with these planets, we must actually understand what we are dealing with.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Mabila Mathebula. This was very informative, especially the quotation of it, because now even women out there have heard us here on VMC Planet Radio, and they know on second to none, marry the man who loves you, not the man you love, for this is the key for um, unlimited or everlasting happiness.
Yeah, that actually vision brings us to our next topic. Next week we'll be talking about the nerds and the cool guys in
Nerds
relation.
and the cool guys. Yeah,
Yeah, in relationships.
I wonder which one I am, a nerd or a cool guy.
We'll hear next week.
Yes. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Doctor.
Okay, man. Thanks, and thank you guys, and we'll meet next week, guys, and have a blessed show. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a blessed
Bye.
day and evening. Bye.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
That was Dr.